Hello everyone and welcome to Butterfly Dreams Crochet and More. My name is Jeannie and today we're going to do the tutorial for the Crochet Canyon shawl. I'm going to show you how to make it. If you are a beginner crocheter, welcome. You will be able to do this if you know how to double crochet and work a chain. That is all it consists of. Very easy. We're going to work 8 rows. And after that, you're going to repeat those same 8 rows for as big as you want your shawl to be. 5 of those rows, you're doing the same stitch. 3 of them, you're doing different stitches on the other 3, but they're simple rows. I know you can do it. You're going to need some 4-weight yarn of your choice. I will be using the Premier Momenti, 437 yards. You'll need about 2 cakes of these, and you won't use all of the second one. So roughly about 800 to 1,000 yards, depending on how big you want to make your shawl. This is a 58% cotton, 42% acrylic yarn. It is also a chain spun yarn. It's a medium 4, and they recommend a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I made my first one with this yarn in the colorway Canyon. That colorway is Twilight. I will be using a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need a darning needle and a pair of scissors to cut your end when you're done and to weave in your ends. This is the first one that I made right here. I'll just show you the colors of it. It's too big to get under, and it measures a wingspan of about 70 inches. Now I didn't measure it from the top to the tip, but it does measure about 70 inches across. I'll show you another option that you can do to make this. This is what I did on the live last night. I used a cream tweed, which is Crafter Smart, and then I added this real pretty mustard tweed to it. So if you wanted to work up so many repetitions in one color and then switch over to another color and work so many repetitions in that color, you could also do that. Also, another thing that you could do is work your 5 rows of the granny stripe rows, and then you could do your double crochet, window pane, and double crochet row in a different color. And if you did that every time, OMG, it would be so beautiful, which is what I'm going to do with this one. I am going to rip this back to here. Yes, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to bring in the other color that I have in that and do it. And then I'm going to do my 5 rows. Then I'm going to put this back in there. And I'm going to continue doing it that way. Absolutely love that. So that's just an option of how you can do it in different colors. Just be creative and let your mind what you have in your mind, let it come out through your fingers and your hook. So to get started, now I like to do the magic circle. If you do not want to do the magic circle, then you can chain 4 or 5, join with a slip stitch to form a ring. My little butterfly is just there to remind me where I need to keep my hands for y'all. So I'm going to show you how to do my magic circle. And then if you want to do it, you can do it. If not, just chain 4 or 5 and form slip stitch to the first chain to form a ring. Okay. For me to do my magic circle, I put the tail of my yarn in my palm, wrap around my 2 fingers, make an X on the back, hold that with my thumb, bring that over like that, insert underneath that first loop, grab that back loop and pull it up. Now I pop my fingers out of my circle and I chain 1. I wrap my yarn around my hook and pull it through. Now a lot of people will count that as a chain 1. I do not. I'm going to snug that down like that by just grabbing my hook and pulling tight with my fingers. Okay, now what we're going to do is chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to work 2 double crochets right back into this ring. So 1 and 2. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to go right back into our ring and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. The chain 2 that we did does count as 1 double crochet here and all the way through the project. Now I'm going to grab my tail, make sure it's not twisted, and gently pull that circle closed to where I form a triangle. Now we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn. Now whichever way you turn your work the first time, make sure you turn it that same way every time. If not, you'll get like these little waves on the side of your work. We're going to go right back into this very first stitch right here, right there, and work 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. Now with our chain 2, that counts as 3 doubles. Chain 1. We're going to go in our chain 2 space, and we're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets in this chain 2 space. That's 2 and 3, chain 2, go right back into that same space and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. Now we're going to go in the top of that second chain, and I try to get underneath those top 2 loops, and we're going to work 3 double crochets in the top of that second chain. 1, 2, and 3. And by doing the chain 2, that's going to help keep our edges straight. Now we're going to chain 2 for row 3 and turn. You're going to work 2 double crochets in that very first stitch. 1 and 2. Chain 1. Go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. Chain 1. We're at our chain 2 space, and we're going to work 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and work 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. Skip the next 3 doubles and go in the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. We're going to go in the top of our chain 2, now if you can get under the top 2 loops, do so. If not, you can go in between it and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to repeat that 2 more times. what we just did for row 3. Chain 2 and turn. 2 double crochets in the very first double crochets, and this is how you will start every granny cluster row. Chain 2 and 2 double crochets in the first one. Chain 1, work 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1 and work 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Chain 1. In your chain 2 space, you will work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. And that is on every granny cluster row that you will work 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles in your chain 2 space, which we call it a corner space. Chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and we're going to go in the top of that second chain and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And that completes row 4. Now for row 5, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn, work 2 double crochets in that very first stitch. 1, 2, chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets, chain 1, next chain 1 space and work 3 doubles. It's 2 and 3, chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, we're at our chain 2 space, so that is 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, go in that last chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, go in the top of that second chain and work 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. We just completed 5 rounds, and now we're going to start our double crochet row and then our window pane and our double crochet row. But before we do that, I want to explain a couple of things to y'all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters on each side. So 5 times 3, that is 15 stitches. Now our chain ones are just what they are. They're chain ones. We will not be working into the chain one spaces when we do our double crochet rows, except for on our window pane row, and I'll explain that when we get to there. So to keep my stitch count the same each row, because we're increasing by 6 each time, I want 18 double crochets here. So I know I got 15, so I'm going to put 2 double crochets in my very first stitch. Then that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. On our double crochet rows, our window pane row, we're only going to be working 2 doubles, chain 2 and 2 doubles in our chain 2 space. And at the beginning of every double window pane and double crochet row, we're only going to be doing 2 doubles at the beginning. So it'll be our chain 2 plus 1 more double crochet. And that is how you will know how many stitches that you need on your first double crochet row. And when we get done with row 8, I'll do row 9 off camera, and then I'll come back on and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to chain 2. Now we're moving on to row 6. And I'm going to work 1 double crochet in that very first stitch, 1 double crochet into the next double, 1 double crochet into the next double. Skip that chain 1 space and work 1 double crochet into the next 3 doubles. And that is going to be your repeat until you get to your chain 2 space. Skip every chain 1 space and work 1 double crochet in the top of every double until you get to your chain 2 space. Okay, I made it to my chain 2 space. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 stitches. Now we're going to work 2 doubles. 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 doubles. 1 and 2. Now we're going to go into the next double crochet and work a double. In the next double crochet and double. Next double crochet, double crochet. We're going to skip our chain 1 spaces, and we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. I'm pulling me some yarn out. Alright. Okay. So go into the next double crochet and work a double crochet. In the next double and in that next double crochet. Skip that chain 1 space and work 1 double crochet in the top of the next 3 double crochets. Skip that next chain 1 space and work 1 double crochet in the top of the next 3 double crochets. Skip that chain 1 space and work 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, 1 double crochet in the top of the next double crochet, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in that very last stitch, which is the top top of that chain 2, and that is going to help maintain our straight edges. Now I could have did 1 and then worked 1 in every row and did 3 down there, but our edges would not maintain their straightness. So now we're on the window pane row, row 7, chain 2. We're going to work 1 double crochet back into that very first stitch. That's 2. Chain 1. skip 1, double in the next, chain 1, skip, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip, double in the next, chain 1, skip, double in the next. And when you get here, you should have 1 stitch left before your chain 2 space. Chain 1, and we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1. We're skipping this next double crochet and working 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next one and work a double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and you're going to skip 1 double crochet in the next until you get to the end, and you should have 2 stitches left when you get to the end. I got my 2 stitches left. I'm going to go right in the top of that second chain, and I'm going to work 2 double crochets, and that completes row 7. Now this is going to, okay, row 6 would have had 18 stitches. Row 7 would have had 21. So for our next double crochet row, we're going to work 2 doubles right here in the top of this very first stitch, which will be our chain 2 plus 1 double crochet. We're going to put 1 double in that next stitch. That'll give us 3. Then this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Then 2 in there will be 24. Because row 8, if we'd have continued with the grannies, we would have had 8 clusters of 3 double crochets. 8 times 3 is 24. So this will give us 24 double crochets. So we're keeping our stitches the same as if we were just continuing with this granny. Now if you do not want to do the double crochet window pane and double crochet rows, after row 5, you will just continue doing the granny stitch rows just like we did the first 5 rounds. Just keep going, and you're going to increase every time. You'll go from having 5 up one side, the next one would be 6, that one would be 7, and the next one would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, forever how big you make it. So we're going to chain 2 and turn. 1 double crochet in that first stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. We're going to work 1 double crochet in every chain 1 space and in the top of every double crochet. So go in that chain 1 space and work a double in the top of that next double crochet and work a double in the next chain 1 space, a double. So continue that until you get to your chain 2 space, and when you get to your chain 2 space, you will put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and I'll meet y'all at the end of row 8. Okay, I made it to the end of row 8. Now I'm going to work 2 double crochets in that very last stitch, which is the top of that second chain. And you want to take time to count and make sure that you have 24 up one side and 24 down the other side for a total of 48 stitches. So you should have 24 up this side and 24 down this side. Now we're going to start row 9 together, and then I'm going to leave y'all to do 5 rows of granny stitches on your own. Then when we get to the double crochet row, I'll explain to you how you know how many you need to do, and we'll do another repeat of this together, and then after that I'll leave y'all to do the rest of it on your own. So we're going to chain 2 and turn. Now for the granny cluster rows, we're going to add 2 double crochets in this first stitch. 1, 2, chain 1, skip 2 and work 3 double crochets into that next stitch. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, skip 2, and in the next stitch work 3 double crochets. And this is how we rebuild our granny row. Skip 2 and work 3 double crochets into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 2, work 3 double crochets into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 2, and in the next stitch work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip 2, and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip 2, work 3 double crochets into the next stitch. And when you get to your chain 2 space, you should have 2 stitches left. Chain 1 and go into your chain 2 space and work 3 doubles. Chain 2 and 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, skip 2 and work 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip 2, and work 3 doubles. Chain 1, skip 2, and work 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 2, and work 3 doubles into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 2, work 3 doubles into the next stitch. And this is how you build your next granny row after your double crochet row. Skip 2 and work 3 doubles. Chain 1, skip 2, and work 3 doubles. You should have 3 stitches left at the end. Chain 1, 1, 2, and our chain 2, 3. Wrap your yarn, skip those next 2 and go in that top of that second chain and work 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, and then you will turn, work 2 double crochets, go into the next chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and work 3. So continue that for 4 more rows, and then I'll meet y'all when you have 5 rows of double granny rows. This is row 9, and I should have 9 clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So continue this row for 4 more times, and I'll meet y'all when I have 5 rows. Alright, so I've worked my 5 rows of the granny stitches, and I am on row 13. Our next row will be a double crochet row, and I'm going to show you how to count your clusters and know how many double crochets you should have for row 14. So we have 3 6, 9. Well, we got, let's do by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So for row 13, we got 13 clusters. 13 times 3 is 39. So for row 14, we would have 14 clusters. And 14 times 3 is 42. So we're going to start our row out just like we did back here with 2 double crochets. So chain 2. That counts as our first double crochet. And we're going to put 1 double crochet into that same stitch. You're going to work 1 double crochet in every double. You're going to skip every chain 1 space. So work 1 double crochet in every double until you get to your chain 2 space. Then you will work 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. And if you do that, you will have 42 double crochets. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then our 2 will give us 42. So on your double crochet rows, your chain 2 counts as a double, and you work 1 double crochet back into the same stitch. Then 1 double crochet in every double. You skip your chain 1 spaces. And in the corner, you work 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. And you do 1 double crochet in every double crochet. Skip every chain 1 space. Then your next row would be the window pane row. You will chain 2 and turn and work 1 double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, and double. Chain 1, skip 1, double. Chain 1, skip 1, double. And you'll do that till you get to your corner, and you will put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 doubles. Then for your next row of double crochets, you will do a chain 2, turn, and work 1 double crochet back in that same stitch. Then you are going to work 1 double crochet in the top of every double and chain 1 space. Double crochet in the next double crochet in the chain 1 space. You'll do that until you get to this part. Then you will work 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Then you would start back with your granny rows, and that is where you chain 2, turn, and you put 2 double crochets into the same stitch, so you have a total of 3. Then you're going to chain 1, skip 2, and work 3 doubles. Chain 1, skip 2, 3 doubles, and you'll do that till you get to your corner space. And then you will work 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles. And you will repeat that process throughout the entire shawl. And when you get done here, this is 14. Row 15 will be the window pane row. Then row 16 will be another double crochet row. Just do 16 times 3, which would be 48. So you want 48 double crochets there. And if you work it just like we did here, you will come out with 48 double crochets. And when you do your next 5 granny rows, once you get to your 5th one, your next row, whatever row number that would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21. So row 22, you would need 88 stitches. But if you work it just like this, your numbers will come out correctly. So continue working it until you have it as big as you want. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to post your finished shawl on my Facebook group at Butterfly Dreams Crochet and with Jeannie, or the Yarny Fiber Sisters Facebook group. You can also tag me in it if you would like to. And if you have a YouTube channel and you share it, make sure to tag me in your videos so I can check it out and watch it and leave you a comment and share your video out. Thank y'all so much, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video and leave me a comment in the comment section, not in the description box, and let me know what you think about this tutorial. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all later. See y'all in the YouTube streets. Remember to be kind. Remember to smile. And I love you all. Bye-bye.